Hello everybody, Interintere back again with another video. Excuse me guys if I've been not doing videos for a couple of days since the US Open started in Mondays. I'm not actually in Sweden, I'm out of country. I'm in North Macedonia where I'm born and visiting some relatives. So I've been extremely busy visiting relatives. I have a lot of relatives here, but I've of course watched some tennis here and there, at least seen some of the matches, if not all the matches for sure, many highlights. Yeah, my thoughts so far in US Open, it has been pretty. Of course, we have seen some upsets, like it is always the case. Not all the high-seeded players will come through. That is for sure. We all know this. Some surprises will always come, but more or less, the players who are high-ranked have delivered. We have seen some surprises, like a player like Raonic, my number third favorite for this US Open 2020, has crashed out in the second round against his Canadian compatriot Poprosil, or what name it is. That was a surprise. I didn't see that coming, to be quite honest, because Raonic is a better player. He's a more famous player, even though that Propersil has a big game, big forehand, big serve. But the match in the end was not. It was, yeah, Propersil was better. He was more clutch, like it is always the case with these close matches, guys. Propersil, he did. The big difference was they both were winning 82% of their first serves, what I remember correctly. But the big difference was the second serves. Raonic was only winning 45% of his second serves. Proposal, I think he won over 60% of his second serves, if I'm not remember wrong here. That was the big difference. On the ace ranking, Raonic did 29 aces. That is a lot. Proposal did only 20. That is also a very good, solid number. Not bad at all. But Raonic did 11 double faults. So, and Proposal, he saved all his break points that he had against him. Raonic had 5 break points opportunity. Proposal, he saved all of them. So he was 100% of saving break points. On the other hand, Proposal had 10 break points opportunities, Raonic saved 8. So that was also a solid number, but it is 80%. All in all, a 4-set victory for Proposal after Raonic won the first set in tiebreak, but then Proposal, he won 3 straight sets. Total, Proposal, he wins 137 points, 138 points, Raonic wins 127. So Proposal, he wins 11 more points than Raonic. It was not like a beatdown for sure. But Raonic, I believe that he maybe was a little tired after doing a great run in the same city, New York, but Cincinnati, the name, a different name, like we all know. He just picked too early. Raonic, he just picked too early, and he fooled some of us. I'm not the only one. I believed he would do a deep run here, for sure not lose in the second round, but he did. Raonic, he didn't live. That's the thing with these players. Like I've said, all these players can beat each other in any given day. Besides Djokovic, Nadal and Federer are not participating here, like we all know. The big three, they deliver. They will not lose first, second, third, fourth rounds. When have we seen the big three for last time losing in the first week? Especially Djokovic and Nadal. We have not seen those two players lose the first week in years. Federer is older than Djokovic and Nadal. He has, I believe, he lost last year in US Open in the 4th round, if I'm not mistaken, against Grigor Dimitrov. But Nadal and Djokovic were younger than Federer, and because we all know Federer is not on his peak, they have not lost the first week in many years in the Grand Slams, guys. And Raonic is of course not of Nadal or Novak's or Federer's caliber. So, am I surprised? Yeah, a little surprised. Am I huge surprised? Of course not. I will not be surprised in anything what happens in the US Open. Besides, if Djokovic loses in the first week, that would be a shock to me if he loses the first week. If Djokovic went on and lose now the third round, or fourth round for that matter, or quarterfinal. I expect Djokovic to go at least to the semifinals. I don't care that he lost a set against in the second round against Kyle Edmund. Kyle Edmund is not a bad player at all. So, and Djokovic is always like this. He always loses a set here and there early in Grand Slams. I've seen it before, and he has went on to win the tournament. So you don't beat Djokovic by taking him one set from him. You don't beat him by in that way. So no, guys. Djokovic is still a man to beat here. He's through to the third round. He's looking good. He's looking solid. He's playing good. Even though he has lost one set against, like I said, Kyle Edmund. That doesn't mean anything for the entire tournament that we have ahead of us. Nothing at all. I still have him as my number one favorite. All the other players, a player like another on my top 8 list that crashed out already in the first round. That was a little more surprise than Raonic losing in the second round, to be quite honest. Schwartzman, I don't believe that Schwartzman will lose the first round against a player who I've never heard about, to be quite honest, guys. I don't even remember who he lost at in the first round. Schwartzman. I mean, you don't win tennis matches when you do 80 unforced errors. I think Schwartzman did 80 unforced errors in that first match, and he had a match point, at least one, maybe two, if I remember correctly. So Schwartzman, my number 7th favorite of this tournament, he has also crashed out. So 2 players of my 8 list has crashed out, like they always do. So I think never of players that I have on my top 8 list when it comes to Grand Slams or Masters, that it has never happened that all the 8 players will get themselves to the quarterfinals. It's never happened, and I for certain expected that these 8 players will not do it either in this year's US Open, because we will always get upset. We will always get surprises. Tennis is a sport with small margins. 1 point here and there will decide the winner. Like Schwartzman, like I said, he had match point, didn't convert. So the Raonic Propersil match, it was not a beatdown. Yeah, Propersil won 11 more points than Raonic in total, but it was not like Raonic was a disaster. It was not a disaster. Raonic he did a solid match. He did 55 winners, I believe, Raonic in total. So that is not and I don't remember how many unforced errors Raonic did, but at least 20 less unforced errors than winners. Raonic. So it was not like Raonic was a disaster. Propersil was he was good. He was clutch, and that is it. That is it in tennis, guys. Who is the clutchest player who will win? Just ask Novak Djokovic. He's the most clutchest player that we have ever seen in the entire history. It is not like Novak Djokovic when it comes to when the semifinals and finals arrives, he's crushing his opponents. No. Did he crush RBA in Cincinnati Masters semifinals? No. Did he crush Raonic in the final Masters in Cincinnati last week? Djokovic? No. He was just the most clutchest player, and that's how you win tennis matches, especially close tennis matches. And then we had Felix Aliassime. That was, maybe it was a beatdown. Man, what a clean match from Felix. 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. Wow. 24 aces. That was murderous impressive. I have always hyped Felix in the past, but the last couple of years, especially the last 12 months, I've been really disappointed at him. He's been so inconsistent. He has made so many double faults during his matches. He has shown so bad shot tolerance. But in this match against Murray, Murray was not at his best. He was tired after playing against Okushina, that Japanese dude. I've forgotten his name. The first round, Murray, who I did say on my previous video that it will be a big test for Murray, and Murray always lost, had match point against him, but survived somehow a fighter like Murray is, after 5 hours and 37 minutes or something like that, the match took for Murray to come through in the first round. He looked tired. But Murray, yes, he's done, Murray. Yeah, we all know that Murray has seen his best days behind him. So I always believed that Murray, and believe still today, that he will never win a Masters or a Grand Slam ever again, Murray. I believe that Murray, when I did my preview, will win 1, 2 or 3 matches. He won 1. In the second round, he was knocked out. Felix did a clean match. Man, what a firepower. Man, what a forehand. Oh, my God. I've not seen Felix do this kind of match in 1 year, perhaps. Because we all know Felix is super talented. Many people have called him the next Roger Federer. Will he be the next Roger Federer? No, I don't think so. Will he win Grand Slams, Felix? Man, I would be surprised if this dude never won a Grand Slam. For God's sakes, Federer, Djokovic, and Nadal, in 5 years from now, they will not play tennis. Federer, all 3 of them will retire 5 years from now. Do you believe that 2025, Djokovic, Federer, and Nadal will play tennis? No. Felix will be 25 back then. He will be at his peak. He will start winning Grand Slams. It is just a matter of time, not a matter of if. And he destroyed Murray. Murray is not at his peak. We know his defense is not as good as before. His returns are not good as before. He's not as consistent as before. But Felix, man, he fired so many winners in this match. 52 winners, I believe he did. Man, that is insane. And only 30 unforced errors, Felix Aliassime. Murray, on the other hand, he did only 9 winners and 20 unforced errors. Murray is always that kind of player. He's not great in offensive. He's passive. If you give Felix time, he will destroy you, especially the way he's hitting the ball at the moment. And these courts are helping him. He's penetrating that court. This court is super fast, faster than Australian Open, faster than Wimbledon. It will help Felix serve. Felix has always had a great first serve. It is a really powerful first serve Felix has. The issue with him has been the second serve. But he did only 2 double faults in this match against Murray. Only 2. That is impressive. So if Felix can cut down those double faults, he will not be easy to stop on this section of this bottom half of the draw. Because he's on the bottom half of the draw. Now he will. I was impressed from Felix. I really was. Was I impressed from Murray? No, of course not. But I didn't expect any great result from Murray here. Like I said, he will win 1, 2 or 3 matches. That's it. He won 1. Even that, he was always crashing out, to be quite honest. He had match point against him. But Felix was. He just. Is it time for Felix to really show up here now? Because I don't think that Felix has ever been in a third round match in a Grand Slam. I don't think so. Second round, yes. Third, correct me if I'm wrong there. I'm not 100% certain there. But he has at least not been super consistent in Grand Slams. What is Felix's big issue? Felix's big issue is his second serve. He's not the greatest defender. He doesn't have the greatest shot tolerance. And Murray, he was just a breakfast meal for Felix in this match. Murray, he gives Felix time. Murray is not at his peak. Murray was tired after playing 4 hours and 37 minutes in the first round. But to be quite honest, I'm a little surprised that Felix destroyed Murray in this way. I thought that the match will be little more closer than this. Little more closer. But am I surprised that Felix won? Of course not. Absolutely not. Let's see what Felix can do. Can he do a big run here? Now we'll face Evans or Montour or what the name that other dude is. I believe that Felix has a bigger chance against the other dude than Evans. Evans has really good hands and he's a very talented player, very underrated player. But I think that Felix can go. You never know with Felix. He's so inconsistent. In this match against me, he did 2 double faults. The next one he can do 15. You never know. Felix needs to work on his defender skills, in his consistency level, in his second serve, and doing less unforced errors. So Felix has something to do, but with a forehand, with a serve, the first serve, he did 24 aces. Felix has great potential. That's why he reminded us in this match against Murray why we have hyped him so much. He really reminded us. But we have waiting. He has 5 ATP Tour finals. He has lost all of them. 2 in the 500 series. So he's not won a title, but he's still young. He's only 20 years old. But like I've said so many times in my videos before, Djokovic and Nadal were winning slams when they were 20 years old. But Felix is not Djokovic. Felix is not Nadal. Felix is not Federer, even though Federer won his first Grand Slam when he was 21. Maybe he has time on his side, but one thing is for certain. The guy has murderous potential in him. That's for sure. Man, he can hit that ball hard. He can hit winners. His backhand, he still needs to improve. Like I said, his returns, his defensive skills, his shot tolerance. So he has 3 or 4 things that needs to improve. Will he win the US Open? No, he will not. Can he go deep? Yeah. Can he take out? I think he will win the 3rd round. I have a feeling he will win the 3rd round as well. Then let's see what happens in the 4th round. Probably he will face Dominic Thiem. I think Dominic Thiem will surpass Cilic, even though Cilic has looked solid. Cilic, who has been a disaster in 2 years' time now. But we will see Dominic Thiem and Cilic in the 3rd round clash now. I have a feeling that Cilic will not take Dominic Thiem out. I just have that feeling. Thiem is on his peak, and Cilic is not. So that's what we have seen of the US Open so far. RBA looks solid as well. So RBA now, I think RBA will go to the semifinals now. I had previous in my preview that Cilic will take that place. Now I think that RBA will take that place on the semifinals. To be quite honest, and face Medvedev there. That is my feeling. Let's see. Maybe Felix will go to the semifinal and face Medvedev there. Maybe Thiem will go to the semifinals and face Medvedev there. I just feel that Medvedev is looking solid. He's looking good. He's serving great. He's hitting the forehand and backhand good. He's not doing a lot of unforced errors. Medvedev. So Medvedev feels to me that of semifinal contender. Who will face in the semifinal? Will it be Thiem? Will it be Felix? Will it be RBA? Let's see. But on the top of the sectional draw, I'm feeling pretty confident that we will see a semifinal between Djokovic and Tsitsipas. That is my feeling. But you never know. Like I said, all the other players who are not named Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer, they can beat each other in any given day. Raonic crashed out in the 2nd round. Schwartzman crashed out in the 1st round. All the other 6 named, all the other 6 top 8 players that I've mentioned on my preview are still progressing. Berrettini is through to the 3rd round. He's looking good. He's looking solid, even though that he has not had a great year. He's not playing good tennis since the last year's US Open. Berrettini, Dimitrov crashed out. That was not a surprise. Dimitrov has not been good. Shapovalov is looking good. He's through to the 3rd round. Filip Krajinovic is looking good, through to the 3rd round. Medvedev through to 3rd round. Goffin through to 3rd round. Rublev is looking solid. 90% of the top of the big name players that I have mentioned in my previews are looking good, are looking solid. But now we are going ahead to the 3rd round and further. So let's see what happens. Many upsets will happen, but the man to beat still in the Open is, of course, Novak Djokovic. I still believe we will have a final in a US Open final between Djokovic and Medvedev. I'm sure about Djokovic will go through to that final. I'm really certain about him. But, of course, I'm not certain about Medvedev. Medvedev can lose to Thiem, can lose to Felix, can lose to RBA. You never know. You really never know. The Russian will be stopped. It will be hard to stop in that bottom half of the draw, but absolutely not impossible. I will be more surprised if somebody takes out Djokovic on the upper half of the draw than somebody takes out Medvedev on the bottom half of the draw. That is my feeling. Alright guys, let's see what happens. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm out of country. I will not have time to do videos a lot. For sure not every day, but I will try to catch up. I will try to do these kind of videos as much as I can. I hope you enjoyed this video guys, and take care and bye bye.